Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival Guide. We are finally back after a long break. I will explain to you why that was in a minute. But check this out. We have a bright red Pteranodon, and the first thing I want to do before I do anything is run right out and tame that guy. Because, wow, like, I've never seen one like that. Also, that poop is just floating. That's cool. So I just grabbed the stuff that I need just for a second, and I'm running straight out to get this red Pteranodon. It's on the ground right now. They don't stay on the ground for very long. And who knows how long I'll have to wait if he actually goes airborne. So I'm practicing throwing this a little bit further. I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, I still need a little practice on my aim, so forget that. I don't want to let this thing take off. So I got a bowl of that as quickly as possible, and I just rushed right into this and didn't even put on my trank darts. So I'm going to shoot it in the body and not the head just because it's a level 5, and yeah, that's why. That thing went unconscious really fast. I'm going to go ahead and put some meat on this guy, which I also failed to grab. I pretty much just saw it and ran right out because, I mean, you've got seconds sometimes before those guys just take right back off. So I didn't want to risk losing that guy. I'm really happy we got it on the ground. So I'm going to grab some meat real quick and get that thing taming as fast as possible. So thankfully we've still got just hundreds of meat just sitting around. So we'll put that to good use. I'm also going to try to breed this thing if I can find another Pteranodon for it. So we'll be needing a lot of meat to feed the baby. So I'll do a tutorial on that pretty soon. But first things first, I'm going to try to find this guy again. He should be easy to spot, being bright red. There we go. Okay, great. So we'll get some meat on this guy, and, then we'll see what we can do. Okay. So, I got that together. We are no longer starving, and yeah. Next thing I want to do is see if I can find another Pteranodon like this one. There's tons of Pteranodons around right now, which is great. It's always so hard to get something in my sights with this telescope. So I'm going to see if I can find a male, because I'd love to do a tutorial on how to breed dinosaurs after this one. Oh my gosh, could not get that thing in my sights. And it's a female. Bummer. That's a good level, level 23, but I don't need any more females. I've got way too many female Pteranodons. Oh, there we go. Okay, I've got a level 16 male. That is not bad. So I'm going to go see if I can tame this guy, but first I'm going to make sure my red Pteranodon's still doing well. That's the same female, right? Yep, okay. Kind of an interesting gray color. But look at the color on this guy. That is just cool. Okay, so we are lost about 30% torpidity, so I'm going to put some narcotics back on this guy and get her to stay unconscious for a little while longer. There we go. That should be good. So now I'm going to run up to this male, and we're going to see if we can tame this guy. So earlier I was throwing bolas from a little bit of a distance, and he's back up in the air. I have to wait for him to come back down. I was trying to practice a little bit because we may eventually run into a Tapehara, which is basically a Pteranodon on steroids. It's a really, really cool dinosaur. Oh, that is taming up quite nicely. But if you get too close to a Tapehara and it sees you, it immediately flies off and you'll never see it again. So they are really hard to tame. Like, this Pteranodon's just derping around right in front of me. She doesn't even really care. But a Tapehara will take off really fast, and they are actually the best way to solo tame a Quetzal, which will come up later on. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with that, but, Tapeharas are incredibly rare. You'll know them when you see them, but we'll get to that later on. So we are still doing pretty well keeping her unconscious. Her taming is coming along nicely, but I really need to get some bolas so I can tame this guy, and he's still just flying around up there. So let's see if I can find some more fiber lying around. Probably gonna need some. I love this scenery out here. I mean, just check out those waterfalls. That is so cool. So while we've got a second, it's taking me a while to run back and forth because, we're grounded without a Pteranodon, and I really miss that. Hopefully we'll have that fixed really soon, as we're taming this one up right now, and we've already got a saddle from our old one. And of course, we're dehydrated again. Okay, so this guy is coming down, and let's see if we can bola him. And I forgot we're out of bolas. So we just gathered enough fiber to be able to make some more, but I'm out of hide, so I need to run back to the base again. We are getting so much exercise. Hopefully I'll burn off some of that fat. We're doing pretty well. We're no longer starving. We're actually quite fat and happy, but that's making it so we're actually heavy to carry around for these Pteranodons, and probably going to need to take some weight off before this one can carry me at all because it's such a low level. We'll have to upgrade their weight as we go. But I'm going to see if I can get some more materials. We'll be right back. So while I'm doing that and doing a lot of running, I'll let you know what's going on with my computer. So for about 2 weeks, I had to kind of take a break from uploading videos. I'm so sorry that took so long, and I really appreciate your patience for, all 20 of you who actually subscribe to this channel and keep an eye out for the videos. I also very much appreciate your support. So it looks like this Pteranodon got a little bit too close to our turrets. They just kill everything that comes near my base, which is nice, but, gives us some free hide. So we'll refill our water and head on back to that male Pteranodon, see if he's landed by now. So my old computer completely stopped working. I could not even boot it with anything but safe mode. And I've been having to run in safe mode, barely able to get stuff done, but I could not even open a video editing software. So it was an old laptop, definitely well past its expected life expectancy. And so it was time to move on, time to get a new modern laptop. It was getting to the point where I couldn't even run most stuff. So, okay, there we go. Got this guy bolaed down, and we are going to start tranking him. See how many shots that takes. I'm probably safe. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I'm probably safe to shoot him in the head, because he is a higher level. Probably wouldn't kill him, but yeah, he's already unconscious, so that's great. So we'll leave him here for a little bit. Oh, is that our red Pteranodon? I think I see her off in the distance, and I think she is back up and tamed. So, let's see. Yes, that is a cool looking Pteranodon. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. We finally got her tamed up. So she actually tamed up really fast because she was only a level 5. Now she's up to 7, which is great. And let's see, I'm going to have her follow me back to my base, get her back in range of the turrets. So there's not a lot of dangerous stuff out here in the Highlands. It's a nice, safe place if you don't mind the fact that there's no trees anywhere around. But, we ran into a Gigantosaur, which is the most dangerous thing anywhere in the entire game, pretty early. So, a couple episodes back, we had to deal with that guy. So I know that it's not always 100% safe here. So we've got a saddle on her. I took a second to find that because that's been just sitting in our inventory for quite some time. But she also is way too low on the weight. We had to buff up her stats as much as possible to increase her weight, and it still wasn't enough to carry me until I dumped most of my stuff. But man, it is good to be flying again. I am so happy to have this Pteranodon again. And let's see how this male's doing. Make sure he stays pretty well unconscious because I don't want to lose him. I'm going to try to breed him if I can tame him. And so we'll see if we can actually breed the red one and this, kind of bland gray guy. And hopefully some of the babies will actually turn out other bright red Pteranodons. So you can sometimes pass on colors to the next generation. And so we'll see if we can get a nice line of pedigree Pteranodons that look really cool. So the next thing I'm going to do now that I'm airborne again is see if I can find a sheep. So we've kind of ignored all these sheep out here because we couldn't really get too much benefit from them at the time. Now they're great for getting pelts, probably could have gotten some more wool armor from them, but we did a pretty good job harvesting everything in the entire redwoods that we mowed down. So we're pretty okay for pelts. But I'm trying to find some sheep. This guy's still on really low on stamina and really low on weight, so it's going to take a while before she can really carry me effectively. I'll have to do a lot of stopping and resting. But let me rest her stamina for a second. Get a nice level 15 sheep, and I'm going to see if I can just chop it with a pickaxe. That might do the trick. And looks like that wasn't quite enough to kill it. I don't want to waste any bullets. Let me see if I can peck it with my Pteranodon. I may even get a little bit of experience if I can do that, so give her a couple attacks. She's got such low stamina, I can only attack a couple times. Great, okay, that worked out great. So, let's see if I can use my pickaxe because we're trying to get meat from this guy, and we're actually getting a lot of pelts and hides. That turned out quite nicely. And now we are too heavy to carry, so yeah, I gotta lose some pounds. Alright, I'm gonna dump everything that I possibly can, and looks like we are still too fat to ride this bird. It's kind of like at the carnival, you know, they have that little line that says you must be this tall to ride this ride. You must be this skinny to ride this Pteranodon. She is just way too weak so far. So hopefully we'll get her up to a higher level soon. But for now, I'm just going to have her follow me, and, you know, we're close enough to the base. I'm going to just try to park her since she's not helping us too much. I want to be able to carry all this mutton, but it's too heavy for her. So, if you missed it, we've built an entire base back in this cool cave. We haven't really put much furnishings in here yet, but we've got just the basics. And I'm going to stop her, see if I can get her to wait right there, and then we will tell her to follow us again, because that way we can actually make it through the door. And let's see if we can get her inside. Once she's in the base, she should be pretty safe. And where'd she go? Okay, there she is. So we're going to get her back here, and just skipped ahead a second because our video ended at that point. And there we go. We've got our Pteranodon safely inside our base, which is quite secure. We are inside a big cave. Nothing can really get to us from here. And I'm going to grab her saddle. So there we go. We have a crazy rare red Pteranodon. I've never even seen one in the wild so far like that before. It's just this cool event that's going on. And we're going to make sure we don't run out of water, refill this canteen. I love this base because it comes with an indoor swimming pool. Can't beat that. So let me go ahead and close out these gates, and we will run back up to that male Pteranodon who hopefully has not woken up by now. Also, if you haven't seen, we have this giant base right here. It's a totally enclosed stone fortress. It's on the back of a Paraceratherium. That is a big dinosaur. So we basically have a base that can move around. At the end of this episode, there will be a playlist that'll show some of our earlier episodes. I highly recommend checking those out and taking a look at that guy, because it's pretty cool how we built that. And we basically have a mobile tank that we can carry all over the place now. Alright, so I'm going to add all the mutton to this guy. Mutton spoils really fast. It's like prime meat on steroids. And it'll spoil a little bit more slowly on this Pteranodon. So I'm going to fill him up and just put all of it on him. The reason I haven't been collecting any of this before is it spoils so fast it really wouldn't help me until I can get a refrigerator. So we'll work on that later. But there we go. So he is all full of mutton. And I don't know if you've ever heard of kibble, but kibble is incredibly good for taming dinosaurs. It's way better than prime meat, but in order to get it, you actually have to have specific dinosaur eggs for each specific dinosaur. Like, each dinosaur has its own kibble that it likes, and you have to give it the right kibble in order to tame it. Mutton is basically kibble for almost any carnivore, so it is amazing stuff, and it's going to save us crazy amounts of time trying to harvest eggs and have dinosaurs lay eggs. I'm also harvesting fiber as fast as possible because in the redwoods we got just hundreds, thousands of wood and stone and all that good stuff, and the only thing I'm low on right now for building materials is fiber. So hopefully that'll take care of it. Also, you might notice that the editing quality, the video quality, hopefully the audio quality is all much better on this video. That's because I have a brand new laptop. My old laptop, was pretty much gone. Oh, there we go. He is all tamed up, and that took hardly any time at all. And check it out, he's level 23. He gained a bunch of levels from the taming effectiveness of this mutton. And we're still too fat. Okay. Yes, we're going to have him follow us back to the base and walk on foot and have plenty of time to talk about my new computer. So I got a really good new computer. I'm really excited about it. I have a totally different editing software, which will hopefully be much better quality than the old stuff. And yeah, this should be giving us much better videos from here on out. So hopefully we're going to be, getting a little bit closer to the quality that I'd like to have. So we're going to get this Pteranodon inside the base, and once they're both safe, we will actually be taming. We've got both of these guys tamed up, and we're actually going to be breeding these two Pteranodons to see if we can get some red babies. So watch the next episode. It'll be a good tutorial on how to breed dinosaurs. We're going to breed mammals and reptiles, so we'll breed our Doedicurus and our Pteranodons. So yeah, tune in next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching our video from the Ark Survival Guide. This is an amazing game, and it's sometimes really hard to learn how to survive, but we are dedicated to teaching you how to not just survive, but how to thrive and have lots of fun on this amazing game. So we have a series for just a Let's Play, so you can watch how we've conquered this vast open world. And we also have a guide series with specific guides on how to do certain things that are a little bit more confusing or difficult on this game. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are constantly creating new videos for you to enjoy. So you can travel through your journey on Ark with us and learn how to do everything you need to know to survive in this game. So thanks for watching, and we will continue to bring you great content that is suitable for the entire family, except maybe the occasional dinosaur poop. What can you do? This is Ark. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon on the next video.